Hello everyone and welcome back to Polly's Pretties. I'm here with a bit of a haul today. And if you don't know what this bag it is, it's Temu. Yeah, you heard me right. Now this order was placed way back and it got delayed. But I want to show you all the goodies I got because I'm going to have fun with them. So I'm going to do it little by little, so sorry for the bag rattle. I got this die because I've been wanting to get one of these for a coon's age now. And so it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the little inner section, which is 7. But I thought this would be good for like windows, doorways, things like that if I wanted to, as well as just the shape of it being different than what I had. So that's the first thing. Then this goes with this, and I absolutely hate how they did this sticker because you can't really tell diddly doodle da. So we're going to have to go like this. They're little mice. And I got the dies to go with them because I figured some of these might be a little hard and tricky to cut out. But that's what they are. I thought those were super cute. Then this one doesn't have a die set. But these are like butterfly fairies. See if you can see them right there. And some flowers and words. And then this last one is ladybug fairy. And like a boot, like a rain boot, and just little ladybugs and different things like that. And it did come with the dies. You had to get the dies to go with it if you wanted them. And I thought that was super cute, so I got that. Because I got ladybugs on my brain. Don't ask, don't tell. Okay. I think the rest of it we just pull out like this, and I will start showing you. I think so, anyway. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, and this my mother-in-law just gave me so that I could try to take it apart and repurpose it. I thought that was cool. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, thanks. That's the end of my bag. Yes, it is. Alright, so we can get rid of that old bag. Don't need it. So there we are. Now, I got, and I'll take this out of the packaging if I can figure out how. Maybe. Is this one of those ones that doesn't have an opening? You actually have to cut it? I think so. Alright. Because you can't really tell nothing about this in the bag. So, I had to do this. It's Halloween washi tape, but it's a pastel pink with a black bats. And I had to. It screamed at me. I had to do it. So, that is now here. Okay. Then, let me see where I am with what I've got. Okay, let's do these. These are acrylic, and they are a charm. But, they're little record players. And I thought they were so stinking cute. And I just had to. Because these are kind of retro, and they're kind of neat. And I mean, when I was younger, I had a record player that played 33s and 45s both. And I loved that thing. I probably wore out 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 of them, to be honest. So I got those, and I thought they were just everything. I thought they were so cute. Let me get down here. Where's... Okay, there they are. Now, these are not charms yet, but I plan to try to turn some of these into charms. And these are also kind of retro. And they're little boom boxes. And they're flat backed. So I thought those could be fun. They could go on a dangle, they could be turned into charms, all that kind of fun stuff. Then I got these, and I was kind of tickled with these. These are already charms. And I'm going to pick the pretty colored one, because there's one in here that's kind of funny. It's a little balloon doggy. And this one's pink, so it's kind of, yeah. But there you go. They're a decent size. I like those. I think they're fun. And there's like yellow, pink, there's a purple, there's a blue one I see, there's like an orange, and then there's like a root beer brown color. So I thought those would be great fun to have to play with. Okay, then, there we are. I got a package of these, and again, I just thought they would be fun, something different that I don't already have. And they're little charms, okay, for jewelry making. And they're little lips, little red lips. And I thought those were cute and fun, little. And then, okay, yeah, this one has a open close. Let me get in here. These come in a variety of different colors. This is just the first one I grabbed, but they all say love, and they're little charms, little metal charms. So I got a little bag of those. And then, let me see if I can get this one. I don't know. Yes, there, did it. Okay. And come here, you, please. Okay. So I got a little bag of these charms, and these are unicorns. And they're like little rainbow colored unicorns. Really cute. So, got a bag of those. And those are metal charms, though. So are the love. Then I had to get these. These just screamed and got my attention the minute I saw them. And I thought, okay, yes, that's mine. And so now they are mine. Oops. I just lost a piece of plastic on me. Okay, I don't know where that came from. But these were just too cute. Let me see if I can get them out. These are charms as well. And they're little skull head keys. I thought they were adorable. So, got a little bag of those to have to play with. And this is another cut one. Okay. Well, we'll hold off on that and we'll do it at the end. So, anybody who knows me knows I love Beetlejuice. That's one of my favorite movies of all times. It really is. So, they had these, what do they call them? Acrylic. That's it. Acrylic charms. And it's from the movie, and it says, never trust the living, but it's the Beetlejuice snake. And I thought that was just everything. Had to get some. So, there's that. And then these are actually metal. And, if I can get it out of here. It is a charm, but it's Beetlejuice and Lydia. And I thought that was so cute. It's like from the cartoon. So that was really cool. And then the last piece that I got, and I have to cut this, so I'll have to put them in a container. Let me see if I can do this here. And these are beads, and they're like the, what do they call those? The silicone. There we go. I had to stop and think. But they are beads, and I'm going to try to hold it two different ways. This is how this one looks. It's a light green. And there's what the hole looks like. So you can see the hole is not great big. The bead itself is not great big. I wonder if it'll work on a pen. Give me this one. Come on. Come on. Oh, whoa, I untook. Ooh, okay, well, I gotta fix that. Alright, that's not what I was planning to unscrew. Okay, hang on here. So, take those off a minute. Stop them there. Boy. Don't tell me I gotta get my pliers already tonight. Yeah, I might have to. This guy doesn't want to come undone. Why? What did I ever do to you? Okay, well, let me try putting it back in here. That might help. Okay. There it goes. Haha. Alrighty. I just had to get a hold of it better, I guess. So let us see, because I don't know, I don't think. Oh, yes, it does, actually. Okay. The hole is actually big enough that you can put them on the beaded pins. Which means they'll also work then on the pokey tools. Well, now that's cool. Alrighty then. Cool, cool, cool. I like that. Okay. So, now I know. So, and then let me find this guy. There we go. Alrighty. But anyway, those are, and you get them in all different colors. There's light pink, dark pink, yellow, green, a teal, blue, purple, orange. I don't see any black in there, but that's okay. Um, I was looking to see if it told me a size on here, but it does not. Anyway, I just thought they were cute, and I knew I'd either use them in jewelry making or pen making or whatever. And that's my big haul from Temu. I've been waiting on that one to get here. I ordered it, like I said, a good while back, and it got delayed. Um, and it finally did get here. So I am tickled, and nothing is broke. So that is also a big plus, especially with as much like acrylic and like the cabochon type material and stuff as I got. I'm really glad nothing came broke. So that's it. That's my big old Temu haul, and I'm excited. I can't wait. I think I'm going to try to go make some bracelets, maybe. Um, Yesterday we spent the day. I'll give you an update. Yesterday we spent the day. We went out in the morning to our garage because, well, we're trying to clear it out and clean it up, and you know. And unfortunately, it's got our stuff, and it's got some of my nephew's stuff, and it's got just stuff everywhere, everywhere. I hate it. It's not organized in any manner. It's, yeah, not my favorite place. But we went out there, and I must have been mad cleaning is the only thing I can think. And by mad cleaning, I mean like I was angry when I was cleaning. Because I went out there and I found stuff I would never have sent out there. And I'm sitting here going, why is this out here? And so I ended up bringing it back in and started putting it away and stuff. Like one of the things we found was, I don't know, there must be about 10 or 15 of these clear plastic ornaments that you get from Dollar Tree that you can pop the top off and decorate. Well, I was looking for these, and I was going to have to go try to find this. I'm going to buy them. Well, I don't have to. So I saved myself some money there. And then, like, I didn't remember putting all my loom stuff because I have, like, one of those rainbow looms and a monster tail and, all that. And it was out in the garage, and I'm like, what's it doing out here? And, yeah. In other words, I found, like, I won't say a lot of stuff, but I found some things out there that just didn't belong out there. And so they are now back in the house. Now we didn't get totally through it. Oh gosh, no, we didn't. We didn't even touch one's whole side. Because it started to rain on us. We were sitting out there in the rain. Plus, we ended up doing dog rescue yesterday, completely out of the water. We didn't even plan on it. But when they come running down the alley right at you, and you know what kind of dog it is and know what kind of money it's worth, you stop what you're doing. So we met a beautiful coonhound dog yesterday named Lily. And coonhounds, if you know much about them, can be worth quite a good bit of money, especially if it's a well-trained coonhound. And she definitely was, and she definitely had an important family. So we got her rescued and got her back home with her kids and her mama. And so yeah, she was very much so. She was a fun rescue, and she was very loving and very kind and just very sweet. She was a very sweet girl, very big girl. So it's been a while since I wrangled a dog that size. Uh, but yeah, it was fun. It was very entertaining. Very entertaining. I'm going to start labeling myself as the dog rescuer. You have Caesar Milan, who is the dog whisperer. So it's going to be Polly, the dog rescuer. Because every time I go out anymore, it seems like I'm rescuing somebody's dog. It's crazy. But I wouldn't have it any other way, really. I mean, like, the way I look at it is because I love dogs. I do. I'm a dog person. And if one of my dogs ever got loose, I would hope that somebody out there would try to get it back to us, whether it would have been when I had my Trixie girl, or whether it's when I had my Brownie boy, or whether it was when I had Big Roxy girl, you know. Uh, I just hope they would get them back to us, you know. And we do tag our dogs, and we've even been talking about doing a lifetime chip on Brownie. The only thing is, I hear that it does hurt them, and I don't want to cause him any pain, poor little guy. Oh, I forgot to show you 3 pieces of the Temu, sorry. I got lucky, and I found Hermes, and I found Demeter, and I found Hestia. There was another one, and I can't remember its name, but it was sold out by the time that I placed my order. But those are the other dies that I had gotten from Temu. So I think I'm going to not dog rescue tonight. I'm going to be inside, and I think I'm going to get off here, and I've got to find a way to organize my glass beads now, because let me see if I can move so you can see. This whole thing over here that you can see the top piece of, that is all my acrylic, my glass, my pony beads, my perler beads. That's all beads and jewelry making supplies, charms, and different odd little things. Now, I don't have a lot of anything. Some of them boxes look pretty big, but they're not. I don't have like tons of anything. Usually I buy one pouch or one piece or one pack, and I hold on to that until I use it all up. But that's where we moved all my beads to, because they were hiding in the corner here, and I put all my books over here, like the children's books that I get to craft with, and then I put all my beads out here so I can get to them, because it's now starting to get to that time of year where I start making the you gotta hide it because they can't see it stuff. Yeah. So, and then I got really lucky. My son had left this cup here, so I took his cup. Tad, you can't have it back. It's now mine. And I found, and I'm so tickled about these. This is one thing I did go looking for. I found some of my wood beads. So, ideas brewing. Okay. So, that being said, though, I'm kind of tickled. I know I've got to get myself some bead boxes, though, because my bead boxes are, yeah, I ain't putting nothing else in them. And like I said, I've got this necklace that I was graciously given to take apart, and this is heavy. Like, this is serious heavy. But if you look, I don't know if my camera will pick it up. If you watch how the beads catch light, and these are glass, these are heavy. I can't wait to see about taking this apart and reusing, refunctioning, repurposing these beads. And then I found an old necklace I had bought, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to repurpose it. Boy, I hope so. I really hope so. I hope these are stringable beads, not crud beads. I don't know how else to say that. Because I want to take this apart. It's a necklace too. There we go. I want to take it apart and hopefully repurpose those beads, because I think those are just beautiful colors. Beautiful colors. And I just want to, that one I've had. That one was just given to me. And then I'm not going to show what's on this one because people will hiss at me and I don't want to be hissed at. But this was also given to me to repurpose. I'm hiding certain pieces. I'm just trying to show you the beads, because the other certain pieces I'm not going to keep. Those are going to get given to somebody who would use them. But I want the pearl beads because I think that the pearl beads are really pretty. And if people aren't going to wear it, I'm going to repurpose it. At least try. So that's that stuff. And I found these in my garage too. I don't know why I had them in the garage. That's what I said. I must have angry cleaned. Has anybody ever done that? Leave it in the comments if you've ever angry cleaned. Because I must have been like, I really must have. Because like this cup was in the garage. These wood beads were. I found fabric that I had out in the garage. Here's ribbon that I had out in my garage. I was like, why is all this stuff out here? This is not stuff I would put out here. But, you know, and that's still enough on there. I can use that for quite a few projects. So I was like, what was I thinking? And literally that's what I ended up, what was I thinking? You know? And I found, like, I'll show you this basket. Because all of this was out in the garage. I found this, which I bought at one point in time, and I thought I was going to make like a lattice for my prima dolls, so that when I showed the prima dolls, I could have something to stand them in front of. Then I had these out in the garage. Then I had this whole bag of different flowers out in the garage, and these are foam roses and paper roses, but there's a whole bag. And then here's a whole bag. Again, like, and then these were beaded, I forget what they call them. But you put them like behind your flowers when you put them on packages, and then you put your flower kind of on top of it. Let me see, I can pull that one up. Like, and it's on a wire, you know, so these are sturdy. But you put it on the package, and then you put like a couple flowers on it and stuff, and it decorates behind it to give it a little bit more oomph, I guess you'd call it. And all of that was out in the garage. And I'm like, why is this in my garage? And I didn't remember, the bad part is, okay, and the truth, I didn't remember putting this stuff in the garage. Like, that's what I said. I must have been mad when I was cleaning and just throwing everything. That's the only thing I can think. And this bucket was one of our old movie buckets, and it was out there. And I'm like, really? And it's just, like, you wouldn't believe. Like, I guess I really was angry. I don't know why I was angry. But I guess I must have really been there. And, like, I just couldn't believe it. And we didn't, like I said, we didn't even get halfway through that garage looking at stuff because it started raining. We had to come in. And I'm just like, what? I couldn't believe the stuff that was out there. So we have another date with the garage coming. I want to get through all these bins and get them like sorted, organized, because we want to do a yard sale here before the school starts for here. Do a big yard sale and just put it all out. And but I can't do that if I don't have it organized, so I know what's what. I mean, oh my goodness, there's so much crap in that garage. I can't even stand looking at it. And I told my husband, I said, either we do a yard sale and sell everything, or I'm just going to come out here with a match and... No, I really won't do that, because, no, that's too dangerous. You could hurt too many people. But it's just insane what's in there. It's insane. I can't stand looking at it. And that's not even a joke. It's true. I can't stand to go out there and look at it. It just... So it's got to get cleaned up. It's got to get cleaned up. I told him I need walking room. It's my garage, and if I can't walk in my garage, there's a problem. So, yeah. So I think if we don't end up... Oh, wait, no, we're not doing that this weekend. That's right. He probably won't let me do that this weekend. So for those who don't know, the 24th of July, which is in 3 days, is my birthday. We're not going to celebrate it on the 24th, though, because we want to celebrate with my husband. And so we're going to wait till Saturday. And he's going to cook me my lovely requested birthday dinner on the grill. And because I love grilled food, I do. I love grilling in the summer. So he's going to do that, and we're going to get an ice cream cake. And we're going to have my birthday on the weekend. So I probably won't get to the garage this weekend unless I sweet talk him a whole lot. But I may try it. Because I want to get that garage cleaned up. I can't stand looking at it. It's driving me batty. I was only out there once, and it's driving me batty. So, no, can't stand that. But, like I told him, if I don't remember what's out there, then I need to go through my garage. So, that's where we're at with that. But anyway, this was, like I said, my Temu haul. I had fun with this one because it wasn't anything super huge, and that's fine. That's fine. This was my, as I call it, test run Temu haul. Because they did away with, like, having shipping on every single item. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to test that. And this was my test run. To see, okay, what did I have to pay shipping on? What didn't I have to pay shipping on? Yada, yada, yada. And they're getting back there to where when I first started ordering from them. I mean, some of the prices are still, I'm not crazy about them. But this stuff, most of this stuff I got, and it was on sale. Yes, I know, sale again. It's my favorite word. But it was on sale. Stuff was like $1.50, $1.60, $1.80. You know, I don't think I paid over $2 for anything. So that was the other reason. It was okay. Oh, hey, I got a sale. You know, so that's what I did. But be on the lookout because I've got necklaces to rip apart here. I found, like, here's another thing. Now, I used to do this all the time. This used to be a pin. I took and ripped the pin back off. And I'm going to repurpose that for something else. Here's another one. And you can see this one was a pin. And then on the front, here's what it looks like. I'm going to repurpose that for something. And it's brothers right there. And then this one here, you can tell kind of on the back it was a pin. But guess what? There you go. Repurpose that. Yes, I do like to repurpose things like this when I can. Now, sometimes you can't, and that's just the way it is. But, like, here's a bell I just bought in that last haul, and I'm going to try to repurpose it. And, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, here's a necklace that I bought for $1.50, and I'm praying. I don't know about this one. I'm praying I can repurpose this because it's too short for anybody here. And I want to take the beads and reuse them because those beads are gorgeous. I love them. But so that's what I'm saying. You know, I repurpose stuff. I do. I'm not gonna fib to anybody. I do repurpose it if I get it at thrift stores, if I get it at yard sales, wherever. Like I'll repurpose the books when I get to them. I'm going to use my I can't even talk. Loom bands and get back into those because I used to make real pretty necklaces and stuff, and my kids used to wear it to school during the holidays, and then I'd end up getting sales, and I'd end up having to make a ton of them. But I've got a loom band, the monster rainbow tail, and the moon loom, which is this guy. Yeah, this guy. And why not? You know? The way I look at it, jewelry is jewelry. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun to wear, or entertaining, or beautiful, or all these different things. And so yeah, and I've been watching another lady who does some repurposed short. Not all of hers is repurposed, but she does do some repurposed jewelry. Her name is Darlene Knight, and she is from BD. Is that right? BDK. Yeah, BDK jewelry making. She's got a YouTube channel here that I've linked before, and she takes hers are probably bigger than this, but she takes wood beads and she paints them up and gives them a unique painting of her own. And then sometimes she'll put like a sealer on them, sometimes she doesn't, and she makes beautiful bracelets, beautiful necklaces. I mean, like, oh my goodness, she's inspiring. She's inspiring. She is. I just watched her do an owl bracelet, and man, I'm telling you, I had to put my credit card away. I had to. Because, girls, I'm going to tell you what. Yeah, I almost went and bought that. So, I may try to poke at some more of her videos, and maybe I'll find a way to wire wrap some of this kind of stuff and reuse it or something, you know? Because if you can get it for a quarter, 50 cents, you know, if it's under what it normally would cost you, and you know you can repurpose it in a way, why not get it and repurpose it? But anyway, I keep rambling on. I need to shut my mouth. Anyway, so thank y'all for watching the video. I do appreciate it, honestly. And I hope you've had a brilliant, wonderful, beautiful day wherever you're at in the world. It's been pretty nice here today. We had to send the hubby's bike in for bike repair. His e-bike, the back tire blew. And I mean blew. So we had to send that in and get it repaired. That was exciting. We had to go clear to Youngwood. Luckily enough, we had beautiful friends who were willing to take us. So they took him, and the bike's repaired, and it's fixed, and he can ride it to work again tomorrow. Thank goodness, thank goodness. I cannot say thank you to his friends and our friends. I guess I should say our friends enough, because they didn't have to do it, but they did it. But yeah, you know, it goes to show you there's still good people in the world. So, with that being said, please remember to smile. It makes your face look better. Plus, who wants to be an old sour grapes? Hug someone. I don't care if it's your fur babies. I don't care if it's your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your cousin 3 times removed. Hug them. It's good for you. It's good for them. It's medically proven. And sometimes you just need a hug. And above all else, and this is true, please stay safe, stay healthy, and stay happy. And if you can't fake that until you make that, don't put any more negativity out in this world. This world's crazy enough, and it is crazy enough. So let's not add negativity. Let's push that positivity like it was glitter. Throw that stuff around. And until next time, thank you again so much for watching the video and listening to me ramble. And I hope to talk with you again soon. Bye-bye.